More than 30 people are dead after an Azerbaijan Airlines flight crashed in Kazakhstan on Christmas Day. Miraculously, nearly 30 people survived, including 2 children, after the plane was seen dramatically gaining and then losing altitude before crashing. It was flying in from the capital of Azerbaijan to Russia, but airport officials say the flight was diverted because of fog. The plane then collided with birds and then was diverted to Kazakhstan because of an emergency on board. This is according to a preliminary investigation by Russian authorities. NBC News correspondent Danielle Hamamdjian joins me now. So, Danielle, still many questions here. A U.S. official is saying early indications actually point to the plane being hit by a Russian anti-aircraft system. We are about to show some video of the crash, so I want to warn our viewers it is troubling to watch. But Danielle, what more are we hearing here in terms of why this plane went down?
Well, good evening from London, Vicky. Well, what we're learning, and this has been the subject of much speculation over the past 24 hours as more video surfaced, as the testimonies from the survivors also surfaced, that now it appears, according to some industry experts, that indeed this Azerbaijan Airlines aircraft that crashed in Kazakhstan, killing 38 people, could have been caught in the moment that Russia launched its an air defense to shoot down a Ukrainian drone. Now, NBC News spoke to the chief intelligence officer of an aviation security firm, Osprey, which has partnerships with various airlines around the world, as well as contracts with the U.S. government. And they looked at the footage of the wreckage, which appears to show holes as well as damage potentially caused by shrapnel. They looked at the footage filmed on board the flight as it was still in the air. They examined the airspace at the time of the event, and they also listened to the testimonies of the survivors, who say that they heard a loud explosion and that they saw shrapnel pass through the fuselage in the cabin area. This has led them to believe that this was not caused either by bad weather or by a bird strike, as you mentioned had been suggested by Russian state media. Here's a little bit more about what this chief intelligence officer from Osprey had to say.
Follow-on video examination of the wreckage and circumstances surrounding the airspace security environment in southwest Russia leads Osprey to assess that the flight was likely shot down by a Russian air defense system.
And so that question was put to the Kremlin, and a spokesperson for the Kremlin, Dmitry Peskov, said that the investigation is still underway and that it would be incorrect, he said, to make any hypotheses before this investigation is complete. Vicky.
Well, Danielle, as you mentioned, 38 people killed, but nearly 30 people did manage to survive this crash. Do we know anything more about the extent of the injuries here?
It is remarkable footage to see some of those passengers stumble out of the crash site on their feet, walking away. We know, of course, that among the dead, there are citizens of Kazakhstan, Russia, and Azerbaijan. Of those who were injured, most of them were taken to the hospital, 11 in intensive care, 2 in critical condition. So it doesn't seem like the death toll will likely rise, at least for now. But some flights are already expected to go back to Azerbaijan with some of the survivors, 14, I think. But worth remembering, 2 of the survivors are children, Vicky. Pretty remarkable.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.